It's a video more about outs than ins at the moment. Hello and welcome to this video. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've had a good weekend. It's been weird not having a game yesterday. It felt strange, but it was good to spend time with family and just crack on, and we'll be doing the same later today as well. Today's just one of those days where it's a Sunday, want to get a video out and get stuff done. Probably gonna be one of the 2-in-1 videos, where 2 stories, 1 video. But yeah, if you could like, share, and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live, which is quite important because it'll let you know when live streams happen as well. There will be a transfer deadline live stream on the 1st of Feb because I got the dates wrong. Duh. But yes, there will be a Sheffield Wednesday transfer deadline puncture 41 live stream like we've done in the past. So please be there. But Sheffield Wednesday are having to still have conversations with Ipswich Town, who still want Marvin Johnson. They still want to add to their squad, and they really need to, because I think they're just falling a little bit off the pace. But Danny Rule had turned around and said they are still in conversation, but it's still clear from my side. Honestly, to release such a player would be hard. We want to keep him, but for sure it depends. Everyone now must know that he's a starter for our side. It's a good performance. He cannot come to you cannot come to Wednesday and bring nothing. If you want such a player, that means you have to invest. This is a clear message from our side. If a club wants to take one of our starters, then you can't just ask to do it for free. We will see what happens in the end. And very strong message from Danny Rule, basically saying, I want you to, if you want him, you're going to have to pay for him. It's very, very simple. And it sounds like they're trying to lowball us at the moment, and I understand that, and I get that, and they're trying to get the best deal for them. But for us, if we got a deal of 1.5 million for Johnson, maybe that's probably a little bit too high, but he's a starter, and he's doing well. I would say maybe you take it at 33, but the only way you take it if there is a clear, I've got to say this very, very strongly, if there's a clear player ready to come in for him. And that's the situation. If there isn't another player that's going to come in for him, it kind of wants to think for what's the point in letting him go, because he's a starter. He also went on to go, all in all, Marv is still part of our team and he's still there. There will go again. He knows a few weeks ago he was far away. I took him, I gave him self-confidence, and we're very honest with each other. I'm very thankful that I gave him the opportunity to come back, and something is important to have that relationship. I get the feeling that Danny's very good with his players and what he wants from, how he wants to talk about them, and made it very clear how he wants to be honest with them as well. And that's the thing. If you kind of have this situation with players, you have to have that readiness to talk about things that might happen, like a player moving on. And you've got to remember, he was in the he wasn't in contention when he came. He had to go to Dubai, get Matt fit, get ready, show Danny that he wants to be there. And for whatever reason, Sicko just didn't like the bloke. I'm starting to get that it was a case he didn't like him, then a case of him not being good enough for him. I think it was a case he didn't like the bloke more than not being good, because we know he's good enough. So Sheffield Wednesday also had that Danny Rule had been talking about other players and saying that he doesn't. We can't do what we've done in the past, where we got players who just sit here and go for free. If they're going to go in this window, they need to be either loans where they all go and they've got another year left, or they get sold. Because you've got to think of Reece James and Lee Gregory. Both have not kicked the ball this season, pretty much. And they've been getting interest. But we want people to come and give us a bid for them, because they're both out of contract at the end of the summer. We've got to stop this thing where we let players go for free. There's also the situation with Michael Smith, Derby wanting him, but Derby can't pay the loan fee or the loan. They can either pay the loan fee or pay all wages. They got a structure from the EFL for when they were in trouble with them, and they got to stick to it, and they are doing. They're not doing what Reading did. And then you got a situation with Marvin Johnson as well. And Danny went on to say, to leave it means at first I speak with my players, and my players know what I have in mind. They know also if they're part of my team next month that they are part of my team, and I will support them and make them better. Now it's about finding the best solution for everyone. Hopefully we can find that and make everyone happy. It is important for my players. I told them where the opportunity to play somewhere else, then we can speak about it. If not, then we'll keep them. We'll get through this second half of the season together. And it turned around. He also turned around and said the situation was leaving on the book, but unregistered. And he said, of course, it would not be the best solution to if we are trying to have that situation. We want 25 players. If a scenario like that take place, we'll have to handle it. It's important to have an open conversation, can be honest, and make things even easier and not disappoint people. Now, this is the thing. You have to make sure you can get the people out the door as well. Something that they have been very poor at doing for a long time. I won't lie. This is something they have struggled with in terms of player recruitment and player selling. Over the time of Chancery, I believe there's only a handful of players we sold. One of them being Hunt. Then you had Hunt. You had Zhao. You had who was the midfielder? Was it Hunt again? It might have been Hunt again. I might be wrong. It's that whole situation. We had so many players that we could have made a lot more money on in terms of sales for some of the prices we got for them and then reinvest. The problem is we have never ever been good at selling the players once they're on our books. We either are a bit naffing the negotiations and asking for too much, or they are on big wages that clubs can't compete to make the decision to go for those wages that they're on. So players want to keep the wages that they're on and just run the contract down. We got to stop doing that, because the more we keep doing that, the more it's going to cause issues. We have to start turning a profit, and turn a profit on player sales more than any. And I don't want to become a club that's just sell players and have that thing, but you still got to have that situation where if a deal comes in for someone, the problem I don't at the current moment see Wednesday being able to replace the players that we got if a big offer came in for someone like Gassama or Masaba or Kanamatri. I don't see us being able to replace, not like for like, but another kind of quality or step up. I just don't see it at the moment. And that's the thing. If you're going to let a player go, you need to make sure that there's another player ready to come in. And I think we've learned that mistake recently with Tyreek Backinson. And we thought Coventry would come in, and it didn't happen, and that's why he went. So we've got to be smart with this. We've got to make sure the players once they're in and through the door and sorted, even if it's a loan for the season, that other players then are allowed to leave after that. It'll be a domino effect, and I think a lot of clubs are going to be in the same situation. As I said before, this is a transfer window like no other that I've seen, with how quiet it is in the Prem of general, how quiet it is getting players in. I think a lot of people are very, very careful about how they go about stuff. Like, it's just one of the stories on the Sky Sports is that Swansea are about to get a 1.5 million deal for a Brazilian winger. And here's the thing, it's not much. It's not much. And if we could find something like that kind of money, then fantastic to get someone like that. But it's got to be right. And it's got to be right for the club. It's got to be right for the player. We will see what happens. But at the end of the day, we need players in, definitely. Hopefully, we'll get 2 or 3 in that he wants. That's the thing, because he said he wanted at least 4 in, if I remember correctly. Goalkeeper, striker, midfielder, left back. So if he gets the next, because we've got 2 and got keeper and striker in, if he gets another 2 in then and 3, it'll be a good window. But it's gonna be 1-1 for it take time. And I know time is running out because the window shuts on the 1st of Feb. But here's the thing. I'd like us to have all our business done by the 1st of Feb. And then if anything does happen, you're like, okay, something's happened, then fair enough. But that's how I want it to be done. I think that's the only way we can have it be done, is the deal get done before transfer window ends, so we're not having to run around trying to find them. But at the same time, that's what makes the transfer window fun. If you're someone watching. I don't think it's that fun for manager. I think managers hate it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video.